Well, hello there, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Gold King here with some more Returnal. How you folks doing? Good. Just give me one segundo while I get all this fixed up. Blah, blah, blah. Exactly. Hump day! We in hump day, y'all. Humpiest days. Alright. Well, here we are again. Left off one key away from wrapping this little area up. Let me see, is there anything else I can purchase? I don't think so. I think I pretty well explored all that. I do have a key. Have I already opened this area? Yes. I believe so. What about this? Do I have anything I can put in here? I think I can, actually. Yeah! Yeah! I unlocked an item! Thought I picked something up. I just forgot to check. Let's see. Weapon harvester recycles nearby weapon. I wonder. That's interesting. That's an interesting ability. Got my Hollow Seeker. It does the cool thing. It's got an alt fire. Oh my goodness. We got a portal, y'all. Anyway, how's people doing? How's this people doing today? Are people's good? Are people's well? Are we happy? Are we healthy? Uh-oh. That was a wicked little trap there. Almost finished with my west. Oh, nice. Nice. That's pretty cool. Oh dear. Hey Whitey, what's going on? How you doing? Good stream, dude. Whitey's channel continues to grow. It's awesome. What are you up to? 87 subscribers? Or did you get higher than that? I was cleaning as it was ending. I had it on my phone, but I was cleaning. He tried to kamikaze me. 89? Oh, nice, man. Awesome. Might be time for us to do a subscriber push. Get you to 100. Get you to a full 100. That's awesome, bro. I gained a few yesterday over on the movie channel. You know, it's obviously still in its early stages, but I think it's like 36 now or something. So I'm like, okay, we're moving. Oh gosh, I'm being attacked. There we go. We got him. Exactly. Growing. Gotta make a comeback. I need to get more schedule, discipline oriented, that kind of thing. So it's like I think when I'm done here, I'm gonna start writing a schedule for like how I'm gonna do these streams. I'm probably, while I'm rebuilding the movie channel, I'm gonna probably limit my gaming streams for a little while to once a week, especially because I've got other streaming commitments that I'm involved in. Give myself more time to create, to edit, that kind of thing. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, I didn't even know that thing was there. I'm still in shock from Zax's last stream. Talking about the one from last week with all the bad movie takes. I was shocked just hearing about it. I was like, what in the world? spit more blast. It's hard with being on other shows too, but yeah, I think. I mean, off my streams. Hey, Zax, what's going on, man? Waylon just brought you up, actually. He was bringing up your, the movie stream you all did, where people had some pretty crazy takes. That's been a subject of much discussion here lately. That's been fun. Alright, let's bounce on over here. Oh gosh, there's so much danger. Just moderate risk. Oh good. It didn't get me. It didn't get me. Alright, there. Yeah, I was hearing about him and I was like, this is giving me a headache. Like, what is happening? Let's see, it's over here. Yeah, or, Goodwin was regaling us with Leon saying nobody knew, basically what Better Off Dead was. And I was like, what? It's like, for that year? What are you talking about? I was like, Better Off Dead's a pretty well-known comedy. I'm just saying. What the heck? Oh dear, oh dear. We got a turret. Now we don't. There we go. That's kind of what I've been talking about this whole time I've been doing this game. It's just the flow of combat is so nice. It's so smooth. Zip. You can zip around and then hit him with your sword. It's so well designed. House Mark, you are freaking legends. Can't wait for their next game. Usually I take that as the whole panel questioning sanity, but last week was just what. That's what it sounded like to me. I was like, where's the self-awareness at the very least? Like, it's one thing if you're just stating that you have some strange preferences when it comes to movies of that year. That's fine. I mean, we all do, I'm sure. But I feel like that went beyond. Yeah, it does make the stream at least, I guess, more interesting in its own way. Okay, good. This is a good one. This is a good driver. It's a good driver. It appears. Yeah, 19. Yeah, I was like, okay, so we were discussing some of the musts for 1982 and even 1998, but I was like, you know, I mean, I kind of feel like 90 or 82's by far the better year. I mean, holy crap, there's some massive bangers from that year, but you never know. Got that. Alright. That was a bit of a tough little choke point there. Increases proficiency rate by 20%, reduce repair efficiency by 30. Nah, not worth the trade-off. We'll end up with E.T. and gay cartoons. Yeah, really. What is genre? Like, if there's one thing I was learning, I was like, oh, do not assume a movie's genre. That could be like the title of the stream. E.T. is a gay cartoon. In some ways, so is Commando, if we're being honest, but a fun gay cartoon. Got him. Okay, what else is around here? I also said Commando should be in gay cartoons. hate these little guys. They are a pain and a bane. They are both pain and bane to the backside. Nope, that's not as good a gun. At least not to me. Glengarry Glen Ross is a gay cartoon. I mean, I like the movie a lot, but it does have that whole thing about brass balls. Just saying. And it's a cast of all men. That is a good David Mamet screenplay, though, that I do quite like. It's not a movie I'd watch like over and over and over again, but I watched it a few times and I do quite like it. Okay, I can't. It's like gaining or fixing malfunctions grants a random combat ability. Okay. But I've already got that, I guess. Limited. Okay. I've already explored this room, I think. Oh wait, nope, that's not the exit. What am I doing? Okay. Head up through here. Derp, derp. Actually, hang on. What is... Where would this teleporter take me? I don't know if I checked. What's this? Very high malignancy. Though I do have a nullification spear. Cannot pick up new items. Well, can't have that. Can't have that. So now we've got more health, which I'm going to use a little bit of it because we are a wee low and it looks like we are entering the challenge arena. We're going to earn our stripes and hopefully get this last little key here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm not doing a good job hitting it with it. That looks like a proximity mine. Come on, walk into it. Walk right into it. Zoom over to me if you have to. It's like he knows. GoldenEye or Die Hard 3? I mean, I'm going to prefer Die Hard, or excuse me, GoldenEye on that one. I like Die Hard 3 a lot, don't get me wrong, but definitely GoldenEye for me on that one. I'm starting to think I probably shouldn't have changed weapons. You tried to hit me. Oh. This is a more drawn out battle than normal. Ugh. Oof, that was close. Oh. Guy's got a sick health pool for real. It was put in Thriller? That's weird. Hey, what's up, Israel? How you doing? Oof, that hurt. Yeah, I always know that, I mean, I would definitely put The Sixth Sense and View to a Kill in the same category. And I thought The Martian being in comedy was stupid. There we go, we got it. Dang, that was a long fight. Holy crap. Okay, we did it. And we can get these, and haha, one of my favorites. Overall, my actual favorite weapon. Okay, no on that, probably no on this one as well. Someone also said aloud, View to a Kill is the best James Bond. Okay. Alright, that's a take.
It's done. The way is open.
Alright, guys. We did it. We beat this part, which means... Wait a minute. Why is my phone volume all of a sudden back on? What the... Or has it been on this whole time? Oops. Whoopsie-daisy. Has there been echo? Alright. Yeah, that gives us the completion of this stage. We got the keys, now we open the vault. Alright, Zax, appreciate you dropping by, man. I'll catch you later. I will be in the chat during tonight's movie stream.
Another technology from the gods.
From the gourds. Alright. We're coming upon the last stage, y'all. This next chapter now, just because we beat the game doesn't mean we're done with it, because, you know, we're trying to platinum run here, so there'll be plenty of game left even if we happen to beat it. But we are entering the last arena. Oh, Nightwalker, what's going on, man? How you doing? Love the soundtrack of this game. Man, I do too. I do too. Love this. I adore the soundtrack, and it's funny because I want to say the last time you saw me playing this, you were asking me like about theories I had for what it all was and what it all meant. And I said it seems to me like she's in some kind of hell. You're like, yeah, that's actually a pretty good guess. I don't know if we've talked since then, but I'll just say that this has become one of my favorite games ever. I absolutely adore it. Yeah, this is like the 4th or 5th time I've gone through it, and now this is a platinum run I'm attempting, so there you go. And yes, I agree, the soundtrack is so good. And by the way, since you're here, we haven't been able to talk in a while, but in the chat is pinned a link to my new movie channel, which I'm basically having to build my movie channel from the ground up. I've had some issues with YouTube. So if you want to go there, you can. There might even be some videos there you haven't seen before that have been re-uploaded. It's in its early stages, but it's good to see you. Good to see you.
Water's suffocating embrace. It welcomes me into its arms.
We are in the water!
The deepest of the deep.
But yeah, I have really grown fond of this game. This is, as far as I'm concerned, for the PS5 era of consoles, this is the best game. By far. There is no other game for this particular era of consoles that I put up with this one. So I'm not, and that includes like Elden Ring and stuff like that. And I like Elden Ring a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I don't think it touches this. Let's see, Israel says, and I was just like, Gord's gonna love this. Nerdist actually uploaded a video entitled Why Superman is Finally James Gunn's Smartest Film. Okay, so now I'm compelled to watch it. I just may do that next weekend. I mean, yeah, if you want to join in on the conversation of why Superman is objectively retarded, go for it. I mean, it's not an unwatchable movie. It's just a really stupid one.
What awaits at the bottom.
It's just a really stupid movie. Oh boy, we're gonna have fun. Watch season 1 of Penny Dreadful. Is that any good? Hello. That's just a lot. I saw another enemy floating around, but I suppose he's not there anymore, or he's somewhere else. Episodes of Better Call Saul. So 13 years ago, I was in a coma for 4 weeks, and this is eerily similar to the nightmares that. Wow. Really? That's wild. That is wild, dude. Oh my gosh. The oh my gosh was directed at this, not your statement. Oh, I love Better Call Saul. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. It's not good. A lot of mystery box writing and characters doing nothing for an hour at a time. What, Penny Dreadful? I'm getting all kinds of oblates now. Yeah. For a second I was like, wait a minute, we were just talking about Better Call Saul. He doesn't mean that. And it's like, no, he has to be talking about Penny Dreadful. Yeah, I've heard kind of mixed things about Penny Dreadful. Some said it's like, oh, it's really fun, it's really entertaining, and I'm like, but is it good? Pretty mum on those claims. League of Exterminators bet, yikes. Really? Interesting. Interesting. I really like when they're all bunched up like the. Oh crap, I fell. I should have jumped. That would have been smart. It's not even entertaining. Horror fans will glaze anything, though. Yeah, I saw on Twitter, Rags said something about how he thinks that most horror fans' standards are way too low, and I'm like, yeah, I think I kind of agree with him on that. Like, it even made me think about, like, my own for a second. I was like, are mine too low? Do I have too low standards for horror movies? Maybe I do. I don't think I necessarily do, but it made me think. It made me think. That does not surprise me. I mean, we've seen all the glazing. I mean, that's part of what made it so much fun to talk about Alien Earth last night on Nick's channel was just we were poking fun at the glazers, basically. I was like, yeah, I think this is maybe a far better idea for an idea of how to approach the show. Because holy crap, there really are some glazers of Alien Earth, and it's kind of nuts. Alien Earth is terrible! Yeah, I saw Nightwalker, let's see. Read Nightwalker's comment. So the story here goes, she had a car accident into a lake, right? Yes, as far as I can tell, that is, yeah, that's like kind of the inciting incident to her past, or at least one of them. Although, you could also argue that, I mean, the hard thing is trying to establish the timeline of events, because it also appears there's a good chance she also killed her mother. Like, one of the conclusions you can very easily draw from this game is that Celine, not a particularly good person. I mean, that doesn't mean her mom was easy to live with. I'm sure she was tough. But by all intents and purposes, it kind of seems like Celine is a bit unstable. To me, the biggest question I have is, did she ever actually go to space? Was any of this part real, or did she... Like, I theorize that the first 3 chapters are an actual mission, and these last 3 are after she died. But I actually think there's an argument that the whole thing is just like a hell... Like her basically being in hell, and it stretching into basically like this bleeding into her actual past in a sense, but that would take a long time to like break down and go over. But for me, that's the most intriguing question: is any of this experience real? Plus, it's shortened the show to do. Let's see. Show's not worthy of going scene through scene. Plus, it shortened the show to a better watch. Yeah, I agree. As far as the Alien Earth stream, I agree. It was far more fun. I mean, we had a lot more fun just like riffing on bad takes in relation to it. But okay, so what's your theory on what this? On that, so to me, it's like okay, so these last 3 chapters, I think it's fairly clear that these last 3 chapters represent her pretty much being in hell of sorts. Obviously, they're doing kind of a mythological sort of version of it. But to me, it's the first 3 chapters that have me like really curious as to what's going on. What did you think of New England letting Kendrick Bourne go? I kind of expected they might. I was a little surprised when they didn't initially, but then when they let him go in favor of grabbing Tommy DeVito, I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because they needed another backup, and he's a good pick for that, so I don't have a problem with it. I think Bourne stood out when he did because he was the best receiver on in a really bad group of receivers. I think that probably the guys we have now are better, or at least have a little less, have fewer injury concerns. So I don't really have a problem with it. And truth be told, I think DeVito's good enough to be our actual backup. I'm not a big Josh Dobbs fan. I think he throws a lot of our receivers into trouble. At least he certainly was during the preseason. He was making some passes where like he was putting in guys in really bad positions, throwing the ball. So I am okay with that move. I mean, we don't have a great group of receivers, but and I would assume Bourne probably saves you some money. He's probably not necessarily the worst receiver they could have gotten rid of, but I think if you balance out effectiveness plus cost, letting him go probably makes the most sense overall. Ow. They hitting me. Oh, I thought I'd killed that thing already. Whoops. Get it! I'm doing a great job avoiding this thing right now. I'm gonna heal. Oh, okay. Here we go. Alright, let me read what Wayland said. Yeah, it became just a hangout stream, which I very much... Yeah, it was fun. That was actually really fun last night. And I think it's funny because once we hit, like, cause, you know, going in, we were of the mind that, yeah, we're done with the show, we're not going to talk about it anymore, but then we kind of almost by accident found a stride with it, like, oh, we actually might be able to do something more with this, so, yeah, let's just keep going with it. By the way, the reason I brought up Die Hard 3 and GoldenEye is GoldenEye was cut for... Really? I mean, like, that's probably, like, one of the least egregious ones, but still pretty egregious. Like, I'm starting to feel like Buscemi's character in Billy Madison, where it's like, I'm adding and crossing off names of my people that I must kill. No. It's like these takes. They require a response. Oh dear. Oh dear. I dropped my phone. And my screen is tizzling a bit, so I'm having to catch all the comments on my phone at the moment. Leon insisted Die Hard 3 was better. Jeez. It's like, Leon, it isn't. Die Hard 3 is not better than GoldenEye. Heaven's sake. I mean, I like Die Hard 3, don't get me wrong. Die Hard 3 is a fun movie. I like it. I really like it. I think it's the best of the sequels to Die Hard. But no, it's not better than GoldenEye. GoldenEye is actually in the discussion for Best Bond Movie. Oh dear, there's lots of those little squiddies. Lots of squiddies. And one of these. And my proficiency is up. Hey. Is that everyone? Is that everyone? Is that all of them? I think there's a couple more, actually. Oh my gosh. That actually genuinely alarmed me. That's the closest thing to a scared reaction, I think, that has ever been captured on one of these streams. Congratulations, you were here for history. Let's go in here real quick. Where it's safe. I want to go back to the womb. I will take that. Faux show. Okay, exactly, it's Leon, what do you expect? GoldenEye is definitely top 3 Bond. Yeah, I agree. Leon and Matt are the millennial bane of that show. Is Matt... I'm trying to remember which one Matt is. Oh wait, Matt is in Matt Cat? Yeah, he's had some wild takes before too. And as we found out last night, he's following one of the furries. Yeah, I saw that about Rishi Rice getting the suspension, which I was like... I was kind of surprised how... I was like, well... Oh, not Matt Cat? Okay. Which one is he? I'm trying to remember which one. Is he the one with, Shoot. I'm blanking on names right now. It's been a couple weeks since I've been able to watch one of Zach's streams. I've had busy Wednesdays the last several weeks. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I got that one in time or not. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Oh, nope. I thought there was a platform back there, but no, it's just an item hanging out in the open. That's great. Woohoo! I actually have one more power to unlock. By the way, y'all. Oh, shoot. Can't open that. Phooey. Micah Parsons' agent is stupid. Matt Falbo. Okay, yeah, okay, I know who you're talking about now. That's where I wanted to go. I wanted to go up there. I need to remember that if I ever come in here again, is to go up there. Crap. 'Cause that's where, one of the glyphs, or whatever, is. It's a glyph. Let's go up here. I'm pretty sure you have to get up there while this thing is rising. You have to get up to that second level. Alright. Got us a little bit of a portal here. Hello. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with any of those because they're dangerous. So let's see, I got that. Oh shoot! There we go. I just made it. I will take that. And that's a weapon good enough to probably beat the boss with if we can get our health in line. would definitely like some more on that front. Let's keep going. The final boss here is actually pretty cool too. Oh dear. Hide, hide, hide. I actually have taste. I wish you would bring it to the yeah. It's like, that's not what I'd call it. Yeah, it's like somebody who eats crap also has taste, just not good taste. No, we'll keep what we got. That's actually a pretty good weapon we're running with, yeah. Nope. What's up here? Moderate. Okay, good. We did it. Well, I'm surprised I haven't found any tapes. So here's a Hollow Seeker. What does this give us? I like this one, but I favor this since they're the same level, and I think this one's a bit better given what we're dealing with. Hey, that's backtracking. Uh-oh. Hello. Dang, I got a lot of obolites. Already over 800. Over 800. It would behoove us to get up there if we could. Not sure if we can. Maybe. Let's see. Can we do a bit of a climb? Perhaps. Maybe. I don't know. We do have this. There's that. What's this? Find salvage from hostiles more often. Upcoming malfunctions have harder to fix requirements. Find salvage from hostiles more often. What kind of salvage is the question? I don't know if that's exactly worth it. Alright, got that. Part of why I like this weapon is because it can deal with them quickly. Like, even as much as I like this gun for like the feel and the combat and everything, and while it is good against those, I think the gun I've got now is currently still better. We accidentally gave Jedi Brooks a nickname on Niet's Terminator stream. What, Jedi Bro? Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised that's never come up before. Let's see. There it is. I thought there was something. Alright, I got 6 of these. Save her. Where's the hell? Oh, there's health. I knew there was one around here. I knew it was around here somewhere. moderate? Nah. Which of course I then super chatted. What are you doing, step Jedi bro? Okay, let's go through here. Hello. Oh, okay, what's this? Discounts one item by 30% that detaches, triggers a malfunction. Well, since we don't know the malfunction, we're gonna play coy with that one. Arbalites! Alright, that's all of that. That was perhaps a little too easy. Okay, now where? Looks like I need to head down there. Does appear that I go through there. Okay. Can I see it? Yes. Okay, there be enemies here. Uh-oh. Dang it! Ah, there's one of those.
So far down, it's impossible to see the sun.
Hurry, pick it up, pick it up.
When I shut my eyelids, there are scarlet lights staring back. I dive deeper now. But what if I find nothing waiting there? What if the pit continues downwards?
Oh gosh, I'm being attacked.
What remains is a return to Helios. Another end, another beginning.
Hello, one of those thingies. I'd almost forgotten about these enemies. These guys suck. I don't like them. Don't care for them, never did. And that's why, because these guys kind of wreck you. Okay, we got him. I am not in good shape now. Okay, there's a leeching nanoswarm. That might give me a little something back, but... Oh yeah, and then there's this other weapon. The Pyro Shellcaster. I think Whitey liked my Norm Macdonald reference. I don't like him, don't care for him, never did. Proficiency gain disabled. Oh, that's lovely.
Beyond the crack in the world, the sleeper of the
I actually think one of the best lines that Norm ever delivered was right after that. Where he's like, I didn't have problems with the murder.
But it has not yet offered me anything. Why does it remain silent? After everything, am I still unworthy?
Holy crap, where'd that guy come from? He kamikazed me. Alright, we are definitely not doing well at the moment. We need some health badly. Increase the protection by 15%, on-fire cooldown. Yeah, 5 seconds, jeez. That's a long extra wait. No. It's not evident. I'm not a big Pyro Shellcaster fan. I don't love it. repair enhancer. I haven't really found a usage for the recycle weapon thingy. I'm sure there is some, but has not occurred to me just yet. Uh-oh. We got that last bit of technology, so at least we've got that in case we get knocked backwards. This will allow us to fully explore areas. Normal, this is where he was in the car with Jerry. Oh, and he's like, he said I think the conversation goes, he said Patton Oswalt said that the worst thing was hypocrisy, and I disagree. I think it was the graping.
They are exactly the same.
He goes, because I'm willing to bet most of them are hypocrites. He was a lot of things, but he was no hypocrite, let me tell you. Yeah, I can watch and revisit Norm Macdonald bits constantly. They're so good. And it's funny because oftentimes the highlight can be just something as simple as a line delivery, and it's like, gosh, he was good. He was really good at what he did. Ever make any Jeffrey Epstein jokes? He might have tweeted some, but I don't know if he did much or not. It's possible.
I need to talk. I know I keep putting this off, but
Oof, that was
everything
close.
has gone way too far this time. This is the part where I say, I'm sorry.
This is the part where I say
So why don't
the F
I
slur.
feel like I am? I try, but it sounds so hollow. What is this shadow inside me? I've felt this before. I can't describe it except that it feels... If I name it, will that make it go away?
Yeah, Celine's not a good lady. She's done some bad stuff. Alright, so we've got a lot of obolites, so it's time to spend a bit. We definitely need to buy this, because we got to heal, y'all. We got to get some healing going. Alright, so, bang. We'll do that. Let me pick that back up. Norm was clearly just trying to make Jerry laugh the whole... Yeah, oh yeah. That's great. Let's see. Max integrity. Oh yeah, we're definitely boosting this. Ho ho ho. Alright, so we can project leeching nanoswarm or death. We'll take the vial. Alright, we're back to having a chance at this run. And there's the repair enhancer or the leeching nanoswarm. What's this? Okay, no need for deposit. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. Oh wait.
Halfway to depth.
Okay, I'm supposed to jump anyway.
The pressure is building within me.
There we go. Oh geez. There's a lot of these things. I wish they kind of had that Phantom Menace droid effect thing going where they would just die when I killed this. Oh, it's you! Oh gosh, he's alive! Raging Nano Swarm. Do your worst. There we go. Whoa. That was pretty good. And that's not as good a weapon. I need to use a key, and look, oh, that's not a key, that's a proficiency, and I can't upgrade my proficiency right now because of the malfunction that I currently am possessing. Braised short rib or ribeye steak. Oh gosh. That's tough. Honestly, I think that would just be a matter of what mood I'm in. Because, man, short rib's really good, and so is ribeye. I would say I would probably lean short rib because short rib is probably more consistently good more often, whereas while ribeye is obviously good pretty much all the time too, meat quality is going to be a huge factor in that. Like, is it choice? Is it prime? You know, there's going to be factors that determine just how good it is. So, I would lean the short rib. That's high malignancy. Also high. Yeah, I agree. It's a little easier to have a bad steak than bad short rib. Entrecote, yeah. Oh, I thought that was going to take me all the way up. So when I get up there, how does one do that? Because, let's see. I want to make sure I have everything that this level has to offer. Oh, okay. I would need a key to open it. See, okay, I do actually have everything. I am good. Take that, underwater thingies. I'm forgetting the name. I would maybe argue bad short rib is harder to fix it. Yeah, it probably is, but I mean, all we established there is nothing is exactly perfect. But I'm gonna lean the short rib on that one. Just barely. We're going into a challenge room, y'all. Hang on, let's make sure that we shouldn't go in there. That's more the way to go to a whole other area. And we got the boss arena there. So we will go here first. Alex Garland wants to direct a live-action Elden Ring. As far as I know, it's happening. I mean, the project is, A24, as far as I know, they're moving forward with it. So, as far as I know, they're doing it. My question is going to be just, okay, well, which Alex Garland are we freaking getting here? Are we getting, Civil War Alex Garland, who sucks? Or are we getting the one who just did Warfare, which is pretty awesome? And here's the thing. There's an element to why Warfare gives me at least some manner of hope that he could actually pull it off, because Warfare has kind of an aspect of storytelling that I think could kind of lend itself to an Elden Ring adaptation, because it's not heavy on hold your hand kind of narrative. It's kind of letting things play out without telling you a ton, and I'm like, that actually could benefit an Elden Ring adaptation a lot. I mean, you still have to tell your story, well, and you have to still do things in an Elden Ring adaptation that you probably don't for Warfare, but still. Oh, dude, Ex Machina is phenomenal. Ex Machina is like one of the top sci-fi movies of the 21st century. It is outstanding. Yeah, Ex Machina, I could not recommend more. Oh boy. did have the astronaut at least. I forgot about that actually. Kill it, kill it. Alright. We got through. We didn't die. We did lose our astronaut. I actually had forgotten that I had it, but glad I did. So, got a chance. There's a chance. The new Office series looks pretty bad. Yeah, it does. I mean, but let's be honest. It was not a good idea to begin with. That was a pretty crap idea from the outset. Extermination sphere. Sphere. Learn to talk, God. Resin is shield. Picking up resin gives you a shield against an effect. Wow, that's actually kind of awesome. Wish I'd picked it up before grabbing the resin. Right. Do I have everything in here already picked? Yes. Let's make sure none of these weapons are worth taking. I like it, but not better than what I have, and I've already seen the other two weapons, so we're good. We're good. We rolling. We moving on. Let's go this way. See what happens. Oh dear. Kill it! There we go. You did. Whoa, gosh. It's a fair. Did it die? I can't tell. Hey, there's another one. That is a whole lot of hellfire right there. Alright. What's this? I would assume we have a shield now. We can only get a dang key. Did it die? Yeah. Have you ever seen the Dahmer Netflix? No. I'm not especially fond of the guy who created it. And by the way, neither are the victims of the crimes of the killers he depicts. They're not fond of him either. I think he has a rather tasteless way of depicting certain events, so no. And his he's got that new series coming out for Ed Gein, and already I'm like, dude, what are you doing with this marketing? Like, he's trying to draw people in, like, hey, before Silence of the Lambs and before Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there was Ed Gein. And I'm like, why are you referencing fictional pop culture like a positive? Like, why are you lumping in a real guy with fictional characters? That's really weird. Like, that is very strange to me. Like, it's one that's like, there's a tasteful way in which you can reference them, I think, but like, the method they're using feels more like glorification than anything else, and it's very odd. We gotta find the source of these things, 'cause they're getting birthed left and right. Where? Aha! Yeah! Oh, I know Silence of the Lambs is loosely based. I'm aware of the connection. It's just the way they are promoting the connection, or the way they're, like, you know, pointing out the connection, feels like glorification rather than pointing out why they exist. Like, there's There's a way you can word that connection without coming off like, oh, isn't this gonna be cool? And it's like, no, that's not how you want to do this. I don't like this. I gotta stop talking for a moment. I gotta get rid of this thing. Only a few left. Okay, there's one. And hello. Bloody hell. That was kind of exhausting. Trillium has been struggling for good parts since the gentleman. Yeah. I mean, he's never exactly been a magnet for great parts anyway, but he gets a few decent ones here and there. Okay, there's another hollow Seika. Well, I actually thought that was going to be one of those translocation type arena thingies. Okay. Aha, health. I like health. And a nice little chunk of it, too. I'm hoping against hope that there's a key somewhere around here, but it doesn't appear to be. Does not appear to be the case. Let's keep traversing our way upward. I want to go in that room, but there's no keys. My gosh. At least try to go for those, I suppose. Colin Farrell praises Matt Reeves for taking his time with the Batman 2. Yeah, I don't have like, the amount of time it's taking doesn't bother me inherently. I have some concerns over why it's taking so long, because we know there's other factors that could potentially be at play. But if it turns out to be just a simple matter of he's taking his time, he's making sure it's done well, maybe he's learned from certain mistakes that he made with the first one, I'd be like, hey, have at it. Because, like, the one point of praise I can give the Batman is that while the movie has a ton of problems and kind of falls apart in the second act, it is definitely a world you can build off of, which they kind of prove that with Penguin. Which I still need to finish, but what I've watched of it, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty freaking good. It's pretty good. Like, Penguin's pretty awesome. Right. Be a key, you're not a key. Why can't you be a key? Are you a key? No, you're not a key. Actually, you are a key. It's basically trading one malfunction for another, which probably not a great idea without knowing what it is. If I had a nullification sphere, it'd be one thing, but I don't. I don't. So it's not worth it. There is that. I'm like, oh my gosh. Hang on. I'll address your comments in a moment, Israel. Jeez. I don't like this guy. Dang it. Is he alive? Is he dead? I think he's dead. Okay. Killed him at least, but at a cost. at a cost. Hopefully we run into somewhere where we can spin these from a 7 out of 10 movie to a 4 out of 10 movie with the final act. Kinda, yeah. I'm like not excited at all for Spider-Man New Day. I'm not excited for hardly anything movie-wise right now, because practically every movie these days comes with question marks. Like, granted, like when Tarantino announces his next project, I'll be excited. And even though Nolan, for me, I'm not as prone to glazing him as some people are, I do get excited when he comes out with a movie. Although The Odyssey, that's one where I have a lot of questions. I don't know if I'm exactly excited for that one. I'm more curious about it than I am excited, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm willing to at least give it a chance to prove my fears wrong. But the hopes are not exactly high. The Odyssey looks... Oh, I'll answer this in a sec. I gotta deal with this guy. There we go. The Odyssey looks modern in the back. Yeah, it does. I mean, granted, it's like, okay, it's a movie with, like, you know, Greeks and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, it doesn't have to be all white people necessarily. I'm not even worried about that, but just, like, some of the people you're all... Like, the big red flag is, of course, Elliot Page. That casting, you're like, what? I almost forgot about that weapon. I trivialized that fight, as it should. That's good. Alright. We have our key. We have the boss room key.
I have seen the jet black skull behind the visor of the astronaut. I recognize parts of myself within those shadows, fighting to be free. If it can show the world one face, then another. Have I met it before? Was the name that sat on its head, was it the first one who said, "Do you see the white shadow?"
Alright, here we go. Well, actually, no. Wrong way. I've never seen a Kurosawa film, but I've heard Ron is the best. Well, no, Ron's not his best. It's one of his best, but it's not his best. He has other ones that are better. But, dude, if there's one thing you definitely need to remedy, it's that whole haven't seen a Kurosawa film thing. Kurosawa films are must-see. Like, he is on the short list for the discussion of greatest director who ever lived. I mean, when you have, like, Star Wars... When you have him to thank for, like, Star Wars, many qualities of the American Western, styles, like, stretching out to, like, Scorsese... I mean, like, people like Scorsese and Spielberg call him the master. You know, it's like, there's a reason for that. It's because he kind of doesn't have an equal. Or at least there aren't many who could even be discussed that way. But yeah, Yojimbo is one of his best. I even would put Sanjuro up there. I think Yojimbo and Sanjuro are great. Seven Samurai is probably the one that I most often hear as his best. Rashomon is in that,
No, it's... I wouldn't want anyone present.
I've heard people say Scorsese and Tarantino are better directors. They're idiots. They're idiots. Scorsese I would tell you otherwise there. I honestly don't know what Tarantino has to say about Kurosawa, but I would assume he thinks highly of him. A lot of his favorite movies were influenced by Kurosawa. But like the most iconic in many people's minds, his best movie was Seven Samurai. Yojimbo and Sanjuro are up there. Rashomon is up there for a lot of people. Rashomon was highly influential. Let me think. Hidden Fortress was a huge influence on Star Wars. I wouldn't put that amongst his best works, but it is great. There's one on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of it for whatever reason. Shoot. What? Ikiru. That's what I was thinking of. Ikiru is great. That's a really good film. I think probably the most underappreciated of his is probably Dreams. I think a lot of people rag on that movie because it's very like esoteric and strange. I may not have any of his top 10 as far as my favorites are concerned, but that's kind of irrelevant. I'm speaking objectively. Although Seven Samurai and Yojimbo, those are among my favorite movies. So, like, if I were to make like a top 100 list, you would definitely see Seven Samurai on there. You would probably see Yojimbo and Sanjuro, but at the very least Yojimbo on there. And I think Dreams is, like, even though Dreams is very strange to some people, I think Dreams is excellent. I loved it. Even objectively, would you rank any of his films among your top 10? I probably would. I think I probably would have Seven Samurai amongst the top 10 films ever made, but here's the thing. You don't have to make the top 10 as a director for one of your films to be considered the greatest director. Like, let's say you have the director, like, okay, if I think Milos Forman has the greatest film of all time, which I do, I think Amadeus is the best film ever. That doesn't mean I think he's the greatest director of all time. I don't even necessarily think he's in the conversation for greatest directors. But the fact that Kurosawa has so many masterpiece level films, that's something like, he has so many movies you would rate 9 or 10 out of 10. He has so many. And I can't think of another director who has that distinction. Where you can look at movie after movie after movie after movie and say, that's a 10, that's a 10, that's a 10. I mean, it's like, holy freaking crap, this guy has so many masterpieces. It's the composite average of his number of movies that are great is just good luck finding someone else like that. Okay. Now that we've got that discussion out of the way, I don't know why I'm in photo mode all of a sudden, but here we go. Boss fight. Let's see if we can survive with no more health upgrades. Oh yeah, Sergio Leone has movies that aren't that great, definitely. Tentacles has evolved!
Pitch black guilt. Guardian of Hades. Do you cast the White Shadow?
Trouble. This is not an easy fight. It's been a while since I've played it. Ah, dang it. Yeah, got pretty well wrecked on that attempt. That's okay. That's okay. But now I have everything. I have all the power-ups, and I can explore fully. Challenge tier unlocked. Yeah. One that really sticks out is Fistful of Dynamite. Not that good. Not that good a movie. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. As far as Sergio Leone's movies, yeah. I have not watched Once Upon a Time in America yet. I've heard most people regard it very highly, but I haven't watched it yet. Okay, so if I want to go back to the previous 2 chapters, I have to beat the game first. That's what I thought. Wanted to check to be sure. No problem. But I can fully explore. That I can do. I think the malfunctions also kind of hurt during that run. Has the greatest. Hang on. I mean, it's in the discussion for greatest, really, yeah. That's true. Okay. Heck, Toy Story was one of the greatest trilogies of all time before Toy Story 4 freaking showed up. Melee kills repair integrity, inhibits the use of self-healing resource. Nah. Nah. I like the ability it gives, but it's not worth the trade-off. I didn't want to make that trade. What's this? Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the other thing, is like, that trilogy doesn't exist if not for Kurosawa. Because Yojimbo is basically what he copied to make Fistful of Dollars. I got flamed for calling Gollum a villain last night? Dude, what? How is he not a villain? I never said villains were one-dimensional. Well, yeah, but by who? Who had a problem with that statement? It's like, of course he's a villain. He's a complex villain, but you know, he's sadly, like, he's not. Acting like he was merely a victim. Give me a break. That's not, it's like, no, he's a villain too. I mean, for one thing, it's like, one thing I would have said, why would have been like, oh, so do you have a problem when Samwise says that? Because he sure thinks he's a villain. That's precisely what he calls him. Hey, Cannoli, what's going on? Like, it's like, being a villain and a victim are not mutually exclusive. It's the, hey, Waylon, it's the Norm Macdonald line. He's like, well, Gollum, he murdered a guy. That's another one of the funniest Norm quotes. This is when he's on The View. And they're like, who murdered someone? He's like, no, Clinton, he murdered a guy. That was so freaking funny. And they're just like, oh my gosh, you can't say that! I go, he can't. Oh crap, drop my phone. I go, kind of strangled his bro real quick for someone. Y'all are saying 500 years with the ring will do that to you. It's like, nope, that doesn't hold up. Yeah, exactly. It's like he strangled the guy after just looking at the ring. Oh, Norm's appearance on The View is freaking hilarious. I thought it was a matter of record. This was what already... I mean, I don't want to say the ring simply releases what's already inside of you, because we basically, I mean, at least in the movie, since we know that the ring can corrupt pretty much anyone. Like, even Gandalf, as good as he is, says, you know, don't tempt me. But among the people that it tempted, we kind of know Gollum, gosh, he fell fast. Like, he went quicker than most. Like, even, like, it's funny because even as much as Boromir gets crapped on by the idiots who don't understand what, you know, character development is, Boromir resisted for a little, you know, he resisted for a good while. Sorry, I was looking at something. Samuel L. Jackson sounds. Yes, he deserved to die, and I hope he burns in hell. We'll take it. Okay, good. We didn't die. Alright. Got that. We're probably gonna get hit with this one. Fabricate items, melee cooldown 2 seconds. Suit malfunction. Whoa! Oh crap. That's gonna be a no from me, dog. We're not doing that fight. I don't have nearly as good enough gun to probably tackle that one. It's not worth it. Dear. I would say that's one thing it does. Like, to me, this is kind of why, like, even though, you know, obviously, Tolkien, you know, he isn't, sorry, hang on, I just want to get through this real quick. Okay, here we go. It's like, even though, like, obviously Tolkien wasn't a fan of, like, things being, like, one-to-one analogies in his stories, to me, The Ring's still, like, the best possible analogous comparison one could make is Sin. Which is basically the idea. It's like, you know, because basically, even if, like, I think The Ring can drive you to do far worse than you would be typically capable of. You know, like Frodo becomes pretty murderous at times and does some pretty bad things. Or at least tries to do some bad things. You know, he tries to take the ring as his own eventually. That doesn't mean, like, oh, he's a murderous individual or anything like that. But, it's just, it can corrupt you in the worst possible way. I mean, the argument can be, it's like, well, anybody could possibly be driven to do something bad like that, but I don't think, I mean, I think with, you know, what we see happen with Frodo, for example, it's not necessarily saying that Frodo eventually would have gotten there anyway or something, but it's just, okay, it's not that he's incapable of it either. can do to the soul as well. I mean, I'm sure that I would say more that influenced it. I mean, I think that probably influenced it to some extent. Obviously, he went to war. Do I buy that Sam is the real hero? Well, I think it's an oversimplification to say he's the real hero. I think that's kind of a really dumb modern way of putting things that people have come with, and I'm not blaming you for saying it. I'm blaming people for ever coming up with that, as though there can only be one real hero. It's like, well, no. Sam is, I would say, the most important hero between the two. I think that's absolutely the case. He is ultimately more heroic than Frodo. But that doesn't change that Frodo is still a freaking hero. Frodo took on an insanely difficult burden to save the entire world. Heck yeah, he's a freaking hero. And part of what makes Sam also a great hero is he understands that. He understands that about Frodo. He understands what Frodo has taken on. He's doing everything he can to help his friend get through this terrible thing. It's like, but Frodo is absolutely a heroic figure. But I mean, Sam is obviously, he's very much a hero. Aragorn is very much a hero. Boromir turns out to be a hero. Legolas, it's like there's heroes throughout. There's lots of them. But yeah, like that phrase, the real hero, I'm just like, I hear that and I'm like, people, stop saying stuff like this, it's silly. You're saying words without considering meaning. Oh, absolutely, Boromir is very much a tragic hero. And by the way, if there's one thing the movies did far better than the books, it's the way they depict Boromir. Exactly, CLS, freaking Lord of the Rings talk, man. And welcome. Good to see you. How you doing? Alright. Got that. Let's head in here. Now we can go under. Whoop. Oops. We can now exist underwater. I'm good too. I'm doing well. Just having ourselves a bit of a stream here. Playing some Returnal. Can't get in there yet, unfortunately. Let's go in here. I wonder if this place is open now. I think it might be. The light is on. Let's go in. I would carry you, Gord, through the volcanoes of water.
Someone else is here.
I would have gone with you to the end. By the way, if you're, gosh, I see right now 13 people watching. If you would, smash that like button. Maybe consider subscribing. Or heck, if you don't want to subscribe here, the link to the new movie channel that I've launched is in the chat. It is pinned up there. Really would appreciate a subscription there, more than any. But hello all the same. Welcome, welcome. I would have, well, if you'd only love me. Freaking Commodus. Commodus would have, like, he'd kill before he even got the ring. Before he even saw it. He'd be like, I don't need no ring.
She never liked this vinyl.
Oh no, copyright. Oh dear. It's the copyright astronaut.
Let you leave again.
Yeah, really. It's like, I didn't just watch Gladiator. How much would it suck to play this game? It's like, oh, guess who's getting copyright claimed? It's like, dang it!
Octo, where did you go?
I'm the child again.
Now.
It's the child again. Yeah, Commodus. There was a Commodius. Yeah, there was a toilet ring, Commodius. That you left. Commodius. That was great.
I couldn't latch the other one.
I miss Vex screwing up the names in trivia. What do you mean you miss it? She does it in our texts all the time. How do you think we got Gjord? And Kjord. my Jewish moniker, Gjord.
Octo, please leave. Where are you?
Sign up for my Discord.
Quiet, quiet. Don't let the monster hear. Octo?
Dang, this house is getting
Otto.
wrecked. No, take Cannoli's spelling of cord and then just add a G to the front. Oh, you're all like, that looks a little weird. Why'd you even spell it that way? She's like, it's a weird typo. You're like, it's like the Jewish spelling of it or something.
Octo knows not to ever come here. Never. Octo!
Oh my
The dark
gosh.
will drink you.
Just making sure there's nothing else to interact with. Give me back my octopus.
Octo! Come
Well,
here.
it started as a weird one, but then
Oh, Octo.
it evolved.
Don't disappear again.
Gjord definitely owns a deli that sells gefilte fish.
The monster is waking up. We gotta hide. Help me find the submarine's entrance. We have to escape, Octo.
Are these memories of her as a child? No, this is actually, this is from the perspective of her son, who died during a car accident, and the implication is that she didn't save her child when she probably could have.
Octo? Octo? Octo! Octo!
And also the fact that this looks like a car window in water, it's like, there's a... They implement a lot of good, like, some symbolism in this. Yeah, these are definitely the kids from Alien Earth Whaling.
Octo! I have to go now, Octo. Will you please stay and help her?
And this image actually is worth keeping in mind as well, because that kind of suggests, like, that being is what a lot of people think torments Celine. So this game is categorized as sci-fi horror. I mean, it's definitely got horror elements. Obviously has sci-fi elements. It's kind of it's got a bit of a mix. And this... That's her watching her own ship crash.
I destroyed Helios. That means I'm the cause of everything. Of course. I understand now. This is why I'm here.
And by the way, Helios is also the name of her son. So her saying she destroyed Helios, her ship, she's also saying she destroyed her son. Well, it's not cosmic horror, that's sure. I mean, it definitely has some cosmic horror to it, so... It's definitely got some Lovecraftian vibes to it. It's got a lot of that. I'm always just in awe of the game design. Yeah, I love the design of this game. Both in terms of how it looks and how it plays. Like... So it's like, this is one of the greatest, like, gaming flops of all time as far as, like, this is a game that did not deserve to flop whatsoever. It was way too good to have gotten that treatment. It really sucks this game didn't do well. I am glad, though, Housemarque is making another game. I hope it does well. I would hate to see them go under as a studio. Like, that would be a freaking tragedy. And, of course, simultaneously, you hope they don't ever get, like, swallowed up by any, you know, movements or whatever. That they stay faithful to that which has brought them this far. Okay, so... Oh, I've already got it. Oh, okay, so I've got... I think that's the watch does that, so... Call of Duty keeps making money and the games are crap. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey, Hosty, what's going on? What's up? By the way, note to anyone watching who hasn't yet, who's in the chat, or not, just hanging out, link to the new channel pinned in the comments. Can be subscribed to now, all that good stuff. Alright, so I got 100 obolites. Getting that max integrity boost actually is a pretty good help going forward. If Hosty were a Washington Irving character, he'd be the Headless Hostman. Alright, let's head up here. And I'm coming down. Ah, fun. I didn't sleep well at all, dude. I actually had a really hard time getting to sleep. I slept horribly. Oh dear, oh dear. There's another. There was. He dead now. He dead now. That sucker's dead. I had a touch too much whiskey. I mean, I had a few, like, margarita drinks before the Alien Earth stream. That's why I cracked about... I was like, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm legally drunk at the moment, but I still very much have my faculties that can wreck this show. Alright, new data cube. Obolites Heater. Hostiles drop obolites when eliminated. Duration 30 seconds. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It's hard for me not to just stand here and listen to this music. It's so good. Drunk Gourd. I'd pay to see that. I mean, I've never been, like, wasted drunk in my life. I've never gotten, like, really bad drunk. It's just... Like, I might have simply been buzzed, but at the same time I was like, well, it sounds funnier if I say drunk. It'll sound way funnier that way. I can go there, or I can just go ahead and go through the other entrance. I mean, I certainly wouldn't have gone out driving afterwards, put it that way. That's because I don't, I mean, it's not like I can take my own breathalyzer or something. I'm so jealous you have Tommy Cutlets on your team.
I can still recall what she said. That woman who uses my voice, who isn't me. The deepest of the deep. I believe her now. Yes, it was me. I caused the downfall.
Would be drunk rags on steroids.
Sacrifice. When I plunged into the depths, the drowning Sphinx asked me this riddle at the cost of my soul. How do you heal a wound within a body that cannot
So masturbation
be
can
healed?
get your hand pricked. According to Alien Earth, maybe. It seems it's possible. Jalen, what's going on? If Alien Earth has taught us anything, is that that might actually be possible. Or maybe Tentacles is just that much of a Chad. He might just be that that potent of a person. He just, who can say? Who can say? End of the day, you know. Who can say? Sorry, I was just checking on something. All right, let's head through here. Oh, fine. Kill it! There we go. I do need something better than a Spitball Blaster. That is not an ideal weapon for this area. You need something with a little bit more range, I think. There's some Uberloots. What this? Can't cleanse it. So no. Hello. Dang it. Oh, crap. Let's make sure we're keeping an eye on those. Oh, dang. That's annoying. Alright. Ow! Drunk Rags is best Rags. Drunk Rags is pretty dang funny, I ain't gonna lie. I have to kind of take this just because at this point it's a level 24 and I need something better than a 16 running around here. Need something better. I would like to get off of this weapon as quickly as I can because I'm not a big fan of it. It's not super accurate. It is not our most accurate of weapons. Nope. Not good, not good. Might be something worth a while over there. Let's check that out, and then we'll go through the door. Right. I will definitely enjoy that. We can have some fun with that. What about this? What is this? That's actually a little better, even. We'll take it. Uh-oh. how do I get up there? How did I miss? I've missed this twice now. What am I doing wrong when it comes to this other area up here? Because there's something I'm missing about getting up there. I need to be able to do that. No. Yeah, because I know you have to make it up there a certain way. It's just I didn't quite do it right either time, so a wee bit annoying. Can't just be a simple jump. There's got to be something up there I'm missing. Oh well, we'll keep that in mind for later. Nothing much to do about it now anyway. What's this? Increases protection? Cool. I'll take it. Stick your hand in the condom dispenser. It increases protection. I mean, going by Alien Earth logic, actually, that probably... You should do that, now that I think about it. This gun actually might be kind of perfect for this area, because it has that. This is kind of a good weapon for this place. I like it. They would be more interested in lube than condoms. I mean, that's the... I'm not talking about their interest, I'm just talking about what's best for them. Just what's best for them, you know? Yeah. Wreck 'em! Wreck 'em! No for that. What is best for them is to go to prison. People, absolutely. Yeah. Maybe this gun is what's best against these guys. Negative on this. I don't like spoiled resin. Definitely not. To Hades with your stupid gun. We don't need you. We don't need you. There's some watery echoes in this place. Oh, that was close. Kill, 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 kill. Get him. Ouch. That sucked. I was hoping not to get hit, but it happens. It happens, you know? It is bound to happen. What's this? I actually didn't mean to hit that. I meant to use that. But whatever. Whatever. It's fine. I'll take that, my lad. There we go. I'll say this much: playing this game with headphones, you can hear a lot more of the sounds and the ambient noise. I'm hearing a lot of sounds from like the background and like echoes that I did not hear when I was just playing this on television. So that is pretty cool. I should be playing everything with headphones. What am I doing with my life? What the hellmans? 20% chance to not lose a consumable in use. Suffer damage when using a trophy and keys. Nah. Yeah, I guess they are these days. I don't know. I never made that a natural thing for myself, so I don't typically do it unless I'm streaming, but now I'm like, you know, I probably should, now that I think about it. It actually would make a good deal of sense. That was fun. I remember back when it was rare for people to have headsets. Yeah, right? Now they're just a normal thing. If you don't have a headset, everyone's just like, what the heck is wrong with you? Okay, we're back to full health. Okay, should make my way back across, it would seem. Oh dear, that was close. Where are they even coming from? Holy crap. Oh shoot, I thought I was gonna hit that. Dang it. Well, that sucked. I believe that's what they call in a sport an unforced error. Very annoying. Okay. Uh-oh. We have enemas. I thought normally only... Oh. Yeah. You know, it's perfect. I mean, it's what aliens give you a lot of times. So you do the little probe thing. Disgusting. I can't believe that hit me. Dang it. Well, I got a trophy for that, at least. The risk assessment one. Oh! This is terrible. But at least there's that, which I desperately need. That was balls. Okay, so there's that, and it says there's one on the side here. Ah! I didn't say that. What are you talking about? That's a strawman. And yes, I know that's not actually what a strawman is. I'm just saying it for gits and jiggles. It's funny how that sentence can have more than one meaning. Whew. Alright, got that. Can't go through there. I was dying in chat when he yelled that. Like, Nat, phrasing! Back in. Let's see if this is worth it. No. The one I have is better. Yeah. Okay, I figured this is where I was already, but wasn't positive. Wasn't positive. Okay, so I know this might be frustrating, but just know I'm going to try to stream again tomorrow, but I'm going to be honest, I'm having a hard time staying awake at the moment. I am actually getting really, really sleepy. So I'm going to I'm going to stop and save right here, and I think I will go ahead and do another stream tomorrow. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. 'Cause I'm operating on very, very little sleep, guys. Like I said, I slept horribly last night. But, yeah, that's where we'll stop. I appreciate everybody hanging out. This is fun as always. Got in some good stuff. Got in some good chats. Just talks about, some Lord of the Rings, That's always fun. Other stuff, other movies. But anywho, y'all, thanks for joining me. I will see you all again, like I said, soon, probably tomorrow. Until then, good night, God bless, and Godspeed.